Hey girl, so I'm seriously so excited to get you started. So basically this first video is just going to be showing you how to navigate Beachbody on Demand, how to find everything you need on there in order to be successful, and then go through a little bit of how to meal plan. So I'm going to start sharing my screen with you. Alright, so you log into your Beachbody on Demand, and this is basically just the Netflix of workouts. So you have access to every single program ever created. So if you scroll down here, you literally have them all. You have yoga retreats, 21-day fix, 80-day obsession. So let's say you are starting with 80-day obsession. So if you click on this, it'll load. And for every single program, there's going to be three main parts to it. So you have the overview, the workout list, and program materials. So the overview for each program basically just tells you how many days the program is, how long each workout is going to be, what its purpose is, and then its advancement level. The next part is the workout list. So for 80-day obsession, it would be under phase 1, and you just click on details for each workout. It tells you what kind of equipment you'll need, and then a little overview of what the workout will be like, and then you just click play in order to start your workout. The last part is program materials. So this is really the bread and butter to every single program on here. Once you pick a program, you're going to go into program materials and click on the starter guide. So I'm going to show you how to do this so that you know how to do it for each and every program. It's very self-explanatory. It's very simple. So obviously the first part of getting started is taking your before pictures and measurements. That's really important. As much as you may not want to, you're going to thank yourself later on in the process when you have all those pictures to compare to. The second part is the little calculation, and this is how you find out which meal plan you're going to fall into. So it's super simple. The calculation is different for every program, so make sure you're using the starter guide for the correct program. But all you do is plug in your current weight. You multiply by 11. For this one, you add 600 and you minus 750 in order to figure out which meal plan you're going to fall into. Now, let's say you don't want to lose weight. You just follow this little note here and you don't do the last step in this calculation. So once you figure out what your calorie target is, scroll down here a little bit further, and it tells you which bracket you fall into. So let's say you fall into Plan B. After you figure that out, you would go back here, click under Nutrition, and then you can just scroll down and it says Eating Plan B. So you would just click on this and it tells you everything you need to know about the nutrition side of your plan. How many containers you get for the day. And then for this one, for 80-day obsession, it's all about time to nutrition. So scroll down here a little bit further. They have planners that you can print off and write it all in. I know I'm a very pen to paper person, so I like having this all in front of me. And then at the very bottom, depending on what type of what time of day you're working out for 80-day obsession, it tells you what workout block and where to eat your containers and what times. So if you go back here, after you figure out which plan you're going to be in, you can also pull up the food list. And this is just a list of foods that you can put into your containers. It doesn't really cut anything out. It's just the list of foods, very simple, what can go in your containers. All right, go back here, and there's a few more resources at the bottom here. They also have vegan eating plans, which is really nice because I'm vegan too. First thing on here, calendars and tracking. So you can print off your workout calendar, and I highly recommend doing this so that you can cross off every single day that you complete. And then the next thing is the tracker sheets. These are going to be where you keep track of what weights you're using, what resistance bands you're using for each workout, so you can really see your progress as you go through the program. Next thing is the question section. There's just frequently asked questions. So if you have anything that you're just not sure about, you can go in here and check those out, and it's likely that your question will be answered in there. Last thing on here is music playlists. So it's very cool. They provide us with Spotify playlists for every single workout. I like these, but you have my own workout playlist. So if you want to follow me for that, you definitely can. So scroll back up here. So that's just example for 80-day obsession, but it's going to be the same setup for every single workout program, no matter what you choose. But it's just really nice because you have access to all of these, so you're never going to get bored, you're never going to hit a plateau, there's always something new to try out. So the next thing I want to show you is, it's called Fixate. And this is basically a cooking show that Autumn Calabrese, one of the trainers, and her brother came up with. And this is a really good tool as far as getting started with your meal planning and ideas for that. They have a million different recipes on here. They have little videos and that obviously show you how to make it. And then they also have the container list listed for each recipe, which is really super awesome because it makes it very simple and easy to use. And then under program materials for this is where you're going to find grocery lists and basically the recipe book for each single recipe. The last thing I want to show you on Beachbody On Demand, I do want you guys to come in here, explore, and just see how many resources there really is on this site. But the next part, if you go to the blog and then you click on nutrition and then you click on meal plans, there's literally a million different meal plans on here. Doesn't matter which meal plan you fall into, they have great articles for pre-workout meals, post-workout meals, just a million different ideas as far as meal planning goes. So that is basically everything you need to know about Beachbody On Demand. Like I said, come and explore in here. There's a million different things that you can find on here. The last thing I do want to say is just get creative. So use all the resources that I just showed you, Fixate, use the blog, use the meal plans that are in your eating plan to come up with an amazing meal plan with foods you like. So if you don't like broccoli, don't eat broccoli. Replace it with something else. It's all about keeping this super simple and eating foods that you love so you can stick with this as long and forever. It's really just creating that lifestyle for yourself. The last thing, we have an amazing Beachbody. I'm actually going to share my screen again, but we have an amazing Beachbody performance line. I can get this to load. So if we go back here, just for example, our performance line is all Harvard studied. It's very science driven. It's all natural ingredients. But I love, love, love our pre-workout. I drink it every single day. It really doesn't give me like any jittery feeling. It just makes me feel very focused and work super hard during my workouts, and I'm obsessed with it. The next one is called Hydrate, and this is kind of like a healthy version of Gatorade that you drink during your workout. The next one is Recover, and this is for post-workout. This helps with, it has BCAAs in there, so it helps restore your muscles, recover them faster so that you're not as sore. And then the Recharge is something that you would take at nighttime. So this is just helps, again, with muscle recovery. These last two on here, they do have whey protein though, so if you are lactose intolerant or vegan, you won't be able to do those two, but you could still do the first two. So I think that's everything I wanted to go over as far as Beachbody On Demand, but I'm going to list a few more sources as far as resources to check out and different personal development books I want you guys to get started with below. But just keep it super simple as far as your meal planning goes, print templates out, and have fun with it. So excited to get you guys started, and you're going to rock it. All right.